Okay, so we were finishing up on part D and reflecting over the line y equals negative x. We just plotted the point -2, -6 for y prime. So that's z and y. Let's do w. So w is originally -2 and 6. So if I'm flipping the numbers and I'm changing the sign, w prime would be -6, change the sign, and 2, because from -2 it would become a +2. So w prime is -6 and then +2. Oh, and then it's scaled at 2, so that makes sense. Okay, there we go. So w prime is right there. And kind of like C, this is a rectangle, and I know that the length is 2 boxes, so then I know that x is going to be right here at -6 and -6. X prime. So let's connect our dots. And there we have this box that's flipped over the line y equals -x. Okay, and our last two. So this question says, specify a sequence of transformations that will map ABCD to PQRS in each case. So what this is talking about is a composite transformation. Composite transformations are when you have multiple transformations leading to your final figure. So it says it's going to PQRS. So this is our pre-image, and this is our image. And then for here, this is our pre-image, and this is our image. Okay, and we need to think about, well, what are 2 transformations or a couple of transformations that would lead to this image? Well, I noticed that it has kind of turned around. So, and it's turned like 1. So if I'm thinking about that, that's like a 90-degree rotation in the counterclockwise direction. So transformation number 1 is 90-degree counterclockwise. And then if then it was rotated 90, well, let's choose one point to think about. Let's look at A. A is originally -3 and 1. So if it's a 90-degree, then that means you're flipping the numbers and you're changing the sign on y. So A prime would be -1, -3. So -1, -3 would be A prime. We're looking at D. D is originally -3 and 3. So D prime, switch the numbers, change the sign on y, would be -3, -3. So -3, -3, that would be D prime. And this is a rectangle, so that's like the bottom of my rectangle. So then the height of this rectangle is 1, 2, 3, 4. So then B is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. B is going to be right here, B prime. And then C is going to be where A used to be, C prime. Okay, so this is like the step in between our final image getting here. I'll pause and let you think about how we would get this rectangle over here to this rectangle. Okay, so hopefully you saw that this rectangle actually moves down 1. So in the y direction, it moves down 1, y minus 1. And then in the x direction, it moves over 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be x plus 4. And then writing that into our translation notation, that would be your x, y moves to x plus 4 and y minus 1. So that's like our mapping notation. And then for B, so there's obviously like a flip has occurred. And I'll pause to let you think about what axis it flipped over. Okay, so hopefully you saw that it flipped over the x-axis. And we can actually make this a little bit easier on ourselves, because if we flipped over the x-axis, our bottom would be like over here and we'd have to do like more translation. But you could see that it stays on this line right here. So we could just flip it over this line. So transformation number 1 is a reflection over the line, and this is y equals 1. Y equals 1. So y will always equal 1 across this line. It flipped over it. So this is 1, 2, 3 boxes. So 1, 2, 3, that's where the new C would be. And then this is 2 boxes. So 1, 2, that's where the new B would be. And then you can connect your dots. This is kind of like the step in between. And now let's think, how can we get over here to our final image? I'll pause and let you think about that. Okay, so hopefully you saw that if we're going from like this point right here, it would move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units to the right. Therefore, our mapping rule would be x, y. The x moved, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So x plus 6. And then did we change anything in the y direction? No, we didn't change anything in the y direction. We did our little flip, but we're not moving up or down in the y direction. So our composite transformation would be a reflection over the line y equals 1, and then a translation of plus 6 in the x direction, and nothing happened to your y. Okay, so make sure you have these notes written down and you can go ahead and complete your exit ticket. See ya.